Political reflections. This is the cover of The Economist, and it's about Facebook. It's pretty self-explanatory. According to Holger, Facebook is in the crosshairs of hedge funds. The quantity of shares on loan, a proxy for propensity to short a particular stock, and the borrow fee, a proxy of cost of shorting a particular stock from Datalend, increased sharply for Facebook from previous week's lows. This data is from JP Morgan. My piece over the weekend is Sell Facebook. Facebook shares have tumbled 13.885% since Friday, March the 16th, which equates to a $74.65 billion slide in its market cap, which clocked $463.03 billion as at Friday's close. The price rout is the worst since July 2012, the year of Facebook's initial public offering at $38 a share. Interestingly, out of the 43 analysts who recommend buying Facebook shares, not one has downgraded the stock over the crisis. I believe the share price is headed to at least $150 a share. That the man in the hoodie, a hoodie is a sweatshirt with a hood, Mark Zuckerberg, is hopelessly behind the curve, and his decapitation, odds are 5-1 within 12 months, is a shoe-in. I appreciate that worldwide there are over 2.13 billion monthly active Facebook users, and that this is 42 times when compared with the 50 million users whose data was scraped by Alexandra Kogan's research. Kogan was using a personality quiz in St. Petersburg in the summer of 2014 to pull Facebook data via its API to measure the dark triad of psychopathy, narcissism, Machiavellianism, and availed to Cambridge Analytica. Facebook made almost all its $14.6 billion in revenue last year from advertising. Hitwise says delete Facebook searches are up over 400% since Sunday a week ago. Steve Bannon was quoted as saying Facebook data is for sale all over the world. The CEO of Cambridge Analytica, Andrew Nix, now terminated, has said the following: "We just put information into the bloodstream of the internet and then watch it grow, give it a little push every now and again over time to watch it take shape. And so the stuff infiltrates the online community and expands, but with no branding. So it's unattributable, untraceable. It's no use fighting elections on the facts, it's all about emotions. So the candidate is a puppet?" the undercover reporter asked. "Always," replied Mr. Meeks. I was left thinking to myself that you can have all the hardware in the world, and I learned from President Trump, whose virtuoso PowerPoint performance with the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia was just surreal and otherworldly, that the US is spending $715 billion per annum on hardware. But this Kremlin, and make no mistake, the mercurial President Putin was the Zubin Mehta of this extraordinary intervention. Steve Bannon, Mercer, Kushner, Facebook, Cambridge Analytica intervention had an outstanding and parabolic ROI. I wrote in a piece for The Star in December 2016, traditional media has been disrupted and the insurgents can broadcast live and over the top, from feeding the hothouse conspiracy frenzy online, a constant state of destabilized perception, timely and judicious doses of WikiLeaks leaks which drained Hillary's bona fides and her turnout, and motivated Trumps, what we have witnessed is something remarkable and noteworthy. It's all in plain sight now, but what will be done? It's a pivotal moment for Western democracies and others further afield. It is, indeed, an extraordinary outcome. A 1997 US Army Quarterly concluded one of the defining bifurcations of the future will be the conflict between information masters and information victims, and this has now come to pass. In an extraordinary boomerang, the US's adversaries have turned social media on its head and used it as a Trojan horse via psychographic profiling and micro-targeting at a mass scale. The fundamental problem for Facebook is this: it has represented itself as an infomediary. An infomediary works as a personal agent on behalf of consumers to help them take control over information gathered about them. The concept of the infomediary was first suggested by John Hagel in his book Net Worth. However, Facebook has taken to hawking this information as if it were an intermediary. This is its trust gap. That gap is set to widen further. Facebook is facing, in my view, an existential crisis.